Hello everyone, it's Sunday the 21st of February. Very excited about my official shirt for the 50 and 50, the logo and the corporate sponsors, and about my low maintenance haircut. Let's go back 5 months when I came up with this mad idea. The training itself that Greg White, the program he designed, was actually very clever, because when I look back I think, oh my god, how did I manage to achieve all those hours of running? But it was so gradual, it just didn't seem too alarming at the time. Having said that, I did peak about 4 weeks ago at 100 miles per week, which was pretty intense, I can tell you. I've never trained so hard in my life for anything, and I hope I never have to in the future, to be honest. But I really enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed the monotony of just running along most days, and the programme was quite varied as well, which was really good. 3 weeks ago, as you all know, I don't want to bang on about this too much, but I got some shin splints. Everyone who runs suffers from injuries, You have to take the rough with the smooth and take it on the chin. My training was cut down by 50%, frustrating, disappointing, deal with it. Sadly, 10 days after that, it just got really bad on the Battersea Athletics track in London one day. So I went to see my physio, spoke to the trainer. They said, look, don't do any high impact training, don't run for the next 10 days. So I simulated running in the pool, as you know from my last video diary, and sat on a bike getting very, very bored in the gym. Yesterday was quite exciting. I went for my first run in 11 days. I was a bit nervous, it went really well. I've got some sort of special strapping on my leg here, which seems to be doing the job and holding it together, even if it's psychological, if nothing else. And I've got some new reinforced bits on my left heel there to stop my foot from rotating so much. I've had a lot of acupuncture and a lot of physio. So the sort of rehab process over those last 10 days and also the period of resting has definitely helped. Having said that, it has been 1 step forwards and 2 steps backwards, because I had a little bit of a niggle today and I was looking forward to a 3-hour run. Spoke to the physio, she said, don't go, don't aggravate it. We've got to get you to the start line in as best condition as possible in 10 days' time. So what she suggested is just lots of stretching, lots of ice, which I've been doing day in, day out anyway, and then go for my final big run on Tuesday, which will be a 4-hour run, hopefully a full marathon, and then I'll have a week off. So what has this really meant, this period of injury? Well, as I said earlier, everyone suffers from injuries, you just have to deal with it. I have lost confidence, definitely, psychologically and physically. I'm not as well prepared as I would have liked. I was really kind of excited about this last 2 weeks of putting in the really big runs as per my programme suggested, the 4 to 5 hour back-to-back marathons. That would have just psychologically elevated me to where I want to be. So what I've given myself now is even more of a task, even more of a challenge ahead. I just wish I was a bit more prepared. In fact, the physio said, look Hugh, in an ideal world you should really be taking 6 months off with this injury. And I said absolutely categorically no, because there's no guarantees I won't be injured in 6 months' time. I'd have to get a new team, I'd lose the momentum, and it would cost me a lot of money to cancel. So I'm absolutely 100%, the show must go on and it will continue to go on. But quite understandably, I'm feeling very apprehensive. There's an element of trepidation now which I didn't have before. This task is enormous anyway, but it's now just that little bit more challenging, I guess. It's such a mental game, this. It's just I've got to get the first week under my belt, the first 7 days, probably do a bit more walking than I expected. So it'll be run, walk, and then hopefully things will get better and I'll just continue to run the whole thing slowly. I think that the injury, my shins probably won't go away. It would be a miracle to go away, but it's really a case of just managing the situation. Lots of stretching, lots of ice. I'm very lucky. I've got Samia, the full-time physio, coming with me, so we can really keep an eye on things. So yes, I'm positive, but I'm very apprehensive as well. But as I said, the show must go on. We're going to get there. It's going to be great, but it's going to be even more of a challenge than I expected. I'll give you an update next weekend before we go. Thanks very much.